May this facility continue to serve and save lives, restore health, and nurture hope for generations to come. Akati kanjogereko mu Uganda mbaniriza nnyo era njagala ntwala omukisa guno okwebaza Open Hearts for Orphans and Home Free Canada olw'okutukwatirako ne tufuna ekifo abaana we balabirirwa ekirungi. Abaana kintu kikulu n'ekifo we bagenda okujjanjabirwa kitukuvu. Awo nno essuubi lye muleeta oba lye muleese kabonero akatuukiriza n'empagi zino ze tuliko kati ez'omu kisiibo oba Tanklake yagambye okukkiriza okutaliimu bikolwa kuba kufu. Awo nno tubeebaza nnyo tubeebaliza ddala. Njagala okutwala omukisa guno okwebaza Reverend Father Katabaazi ne ttiimu eryokola nayo mwebale nnyo omulimu omulungi gwe mukola okutaasa obulamu bw'abantu. Neebaza nnyo Eklesiya omulimu gwe mukola okutaasa obulamu bw'abantu. Akati nga mmaliriza njagala okusaba abasawo okuyitibwa kwammwe your vocation mukitwale nga nkulu. Ekitiibwa kya Katonda tukirabira mu kuweereza obulungi abo baba bakwasizza abalwadde. Mubaagale nga buli gwe mukwatako mulabe ekifaananyi kya Katonda mu ye. Njagala okubaagaliza ekisiibo ekirungi ekijjudde ebikolwa eby'ekisa, okwagalana ate n'okwesa Katonda ekitiibwa. Ssebo Father Katabaazi nja kusaba sijja kulwawo nnyo leero kubanga waliyo emikolo emirala. Naye bwe tumala wano nga tugenda tukulawo nga Father baagambye ate nga nzirukawo. Tweyanziza nnyo.
At this moment, join hands and welcome the mayor.
Ekitambiro kya Misa. Tumwebaze enjigiriza ebirungi. Ssebo CEO wadde ogambe tokyagala oyagala kuyita Father Katabaazi n'abakulembeze. I want to stand over the protocol. I wish to thank the Catholic Church for the development work done to transform communities and better people's quality of life, schools, hospitals in particular. I thank the management and staff of Kitovu Hospital for the amazing services you render to us. You have done a commendable job of complementing government in the provision of those services to our people. As we gather today for the grand opening of the children's ward, I want to thank you, the development partners. From Open Hearts for Orphans USA and Home Free Canada for partnering with Kitovu Hospital to improve the hospital capacity to take on provision of diverse health services. Dear sponsors, you made the right choice to partner with Kitovu Hospital. This is great. This hospital serves over 1 million patients from over 9 districts that make up Greater Masaka. It is the last hope for most patients who trust that when they come here, all will be well. It is on this note that I, on behalf of the people of Masaka, say thank you so much. But like Oliver Twist, we ask for Nsabisookulabanga okuweereza ebyobujjanjabi bw'abaana buteekeddwa ku mutindo guno. Ffe ng'abazadde tetwagala kulaba abaana baffe nga balumwa. Era omuzadde omwana bw'aba alumwa, oyinza okugamba nti oba singa nze ndwadde, naye ate bw'olaba ng'afunye obujjanjabi ate essanyu likumawo. Kubanga singa tekiba bwe kityo, singa omuntu abula obujjanjabi obutuufu okuwonya omwana we abamweraliikirivu, n'olwekyo kyasanyu nnyo okulaba ng'eddwaliro ly'abaana liteereddwa ku mutindo bwe guti. Era njagala kwebaza nnyo abasawo, administration, ssebo CEO, tukwebaza olw'otaddemu. Era tukusaba tokomaawo, yongerako. As you are aware, I was recently re-elected for a second term in office as city mayor. I pledge my unconditional support to the management and staff of Kitovu Hospital to enable you to continue providing medical services to our people. Recently, I saw a request from management asking the City Council to reduce on inspection fees for architectural plans for the OPT and medical ward construction. I arranged a meeting with my technical officers and asked them to revise the charges, which were later reduced. Nze wendi nnyo okuweereza. Beekola nabo abali wano, City Clerk, Dr. Kasendwa, n'abalala. I thank you for always being prompt whenever I call upon you to provide services. Nyabo Sawa Kristu, omulamwa gw'essaza, tunyikiza obuyonjo n'okukuuma obutonde bw'ensi. Nsaba atwala omukisa guno ssebo VICAR ku Monday nga 23 tugenda kuyonja ekitundu kya Nyendo mu nkola eya bulungibwansi, naye twesigamye ku mulamwa gw'essaza ogw'okunyikiza obuyonjo. Era nga mwenna ku Monday mutwegatteko okola bulungibwansi mu Nyendo yonna. Era essira tulitadde ku kkubo eridde bukakkata, kubanga twasoomozeddwa n'entuumu za kasasiro eziri awo. Tugenda kukola ekyo ng'ate bwe tusomesa abantu engeri y'okukuuma kasasiro. Mbaagaliza olunaku olulungi. For the visitors, Masaka City is one of the cities of Uganda has 10 cities. And I happen to be the only woman mayor. And my biggest goal is to have a green, livable city. I want to see that I achieve that before I retire. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. May God bless you.
There is one introduction I forgot. Thank you, Mayor. There is one introduction I forgot. To introduce to you formally our pediatrician, Dr. Julian Afoyo. The reason why I'm introducing her is because she was seconded here by government. Just to say, we are very, very grateful. And there was also confirmation that they offer the city made to subsidize our supervision fees. Thank you so, so very much.
At this moment, we have a call from UPNB. You're welcome. Brothers and sisters, put your hands together as we welcome a speech from our founders, Open Hearts. Father, I say this with home free. Yes. You're welcome. Can you please give them?
After gathering in prayer, it feels especially meaningful to reflect on what this revelation represents.
At Home Free, we walk alongside families during some of their most vulnerable moments. This project was not simply about renewing a ward. It was about strengthening care for children and families when they needed the most.
When we were entrusted to project manage this transformation, we saw it as stewardship, of generosity, of trust, and of shared commitment to serve children with dignity and compassion. This renewed space will support healing in practical ways, but it also reflects something deeper, the kindness of those who contributed to strengthen the children's ward. First of all, I would like to thank Open Hearts for Orphans and Anne. It's because of her vision and commitment that this project was brought to fruition. We're also grateful to the hospital leadership for placing their trust in us, for Father Emmanuel for his steady guidance, and for Block Technical, who still brought this project to life. We would also like to thank Ms. Madame Maria Nagawa, Principal Probation Officer, Masaka District, Mr. Kitovu Dennis, the Kyle of Masaka District, and the district as a whole for their partnership. This transformation was made possible through the generosity of Open Hearts for Orphans and the many supporters behind its mission. Their commitment to children and families is what made this day possible. It is now my privilege to invite Dan from Open Hearts for Orphans to say a few words on behalf of all who brought this project to life. Please join me in warmly welcoming Anne.
Good morning. I am so grateful to be here and share this moment.
My name is Ann Bartlinski, and I am the Director of Orphan Care and Medical Intervention for Open Hearts for Orphans in the USA. We provide hope for children around the world with medical care, foster care, nutrition, and adoption assistance. My husband and I have 11 children, 4 biological children, and 7 adopted special needs daughters. Today we celebrate the reopening of St. Joseph Hospital's pediatric ward. This moment represents progress, partnership, and hope for the children and families who rely on this hospital for care. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Bishop Jumba and the Vicar General. For your commitment to strengthening healthcare services in this region. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Father Emmanuel, whose dedication helped bring this project to life. Your vision helped transform an idea into a reality that will serve countless children for years to come. I am also extremely grateful to Home Free for your partnership. Jen and Alan, because of your support, this ward now provides improved facilities, equipment, and more healing environment for children. To the hospital administration, doctors, nurses, and entire medical team, thank you for your tireless work. Every day you serve families during some of their most difficult moments. This refurbished pediatric ward represents more than new walls, beds, or equipment. It represents a promise to God and my daughter, my adopted daughter, Teresa. My daughter, Teresa, was born in an orphanage and unfortunately passed away due to the lack of medical care she so desperately needed while in the orphanage. She died in my arms when she was 6 years old. I promised God and Teresa that I would never let another child die because they could not afford medical care. Today, we celebrate what God has accomplished. May this pediatric ward continue to be a place of healing, hope, and compassion for every child who enters its doors. And finally, to Emma, you were our inspiration. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, our fathers. Thank you so much for the patience. Our invited guests, thank you so much. At this moment, we are going to finish up. As we are finishing up, we're going to have some photos taken from here. And at this moment, I would like to hand over to my co-MC, Dr. Vincent, to take it from here as we are finishing. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. As I'm finishing, I feel very good to introduce myself. Nakalena Winfrey. Thank you so much. I work in the pharmacy department as a pharmacy technician.
Thank you so much, Madam Winfrey. I wanted to cover that gap of you not introducing yourself, but Father, thank you, you did that shortly before I could do. One time, when I was, I think in the USA, they call it college, the second year, we had a season for electing new prefects. And the candidates were supposed to go to the staff room, the teacher's staff room, for vetting. So I found myself there with a colleague. The staff room was full to the brim. And the teachers, the members there were of different backgrounds. In there were priests, there were some reverend sisters, there were some teachers, other teachers, ordinary teachers, male and female, young and old, and many other people. So the other colleague of mine looked around and did not find the hope. He was looking for a hope to salute him. Then he looked around, he saw priests. If I said, gentlemen, they might get annoyed. Looked at the sisters. If I call them ladies, they might think they have not been recognized enough. Then also the gentlemen, now the real gentlemen, the ordinary teachers. So eventually said, good morning, many people. So saluting a crowd like this, a gathering like this, is quite difficult at some point. I would just love to say that I'm profoundly humbled to have got the privilege to stand before you. My name is Vincent. I work at St. Kitovu Hospital. I'm one of the doctors, though I'm here as, in a very big office further today. I have a one-day contract to be the programs director for this occasion with my co-director, Madam Muni, and I hope you've been very safe from the beginning. Secondly, I would love to take this opportunity to welcome all of you. Those days I didn't know the statement of protocol observed, because you people are so great. You have different titles, you have different organizations. Some of the titles may not be available in our country because we have people from overseas. So I may fail at it if I want to mention all your titles. But once again, before we forget, we are still in church. Let's not forget, and I remind us to once again clap for the clergy, headed by the main celebrant. I have had, I think, a lot of credit going to the choir, made up of those young angels. The little I remember from those days, I used to say that he who sings well, yes, praise tries, right? So we should clap for them. I think they did. I am here to, and of course, the managerial members, the members of the congregation today, thank you so much for turning up. Like my colleague said, it was probably a short notice that you are invited, but we cannot take it for granted that you honored this invitation. I am here to let us know how we shall continue with the celebrations of the unveiling, the launch, the children's ward. The first part was done and well conducted. The celebration of Holy Mass. Thank you so much for celebrating. And then we had the speeches, which was item number 2. I understand in the gathering, we still have many people, many dignitaries further, some of whom we have also probably not yet introduced. But I don't know whether we'll do it here, maybe later, next venue, we'll do that. But we have the list of all that were invited by name and even telephone number. So you'll be recognized, no worries. But welcome you. We don't take that for granted. From here, we will be heading to the venue. We'll be heading to the venue where the theme of the day, where the theme of the day is practically located, the children's ward. And but before that, We'll have a photo moment. We'll take a souvenir photo from just outside the church here. We will be reading the order. Yes, my colleague says the photo will be here. Yes, at the altar. Yes, thank you so much for that correction. We'll do that. We'll be inviting the people to join that. And after the photo moment, I will have a group of entertainers from the health training school, Kitovu Hospital. They will lead us as we go to the venue where the building is. And later on, there's another venue there where we have seats. And there's a lot more that we still have in stock for you. One of which is I know it's a Friday, we are in the end season. The district card, I think, is here. This time there was a coincidence, both the Muslim world and the Christian world, everyone is fasting. But in consultation with our leaders here, we got an approved menu, so there will be something to share for those who are okay with us today. So there's a lot more that is coming. Without further ado, allow me a request that we get prepared for the photo moment here. I think we shall have the celebrants, the main celebrant and your team, come here first. And then we shall have the visitors, home free and open hearts. We kindly request you to come forward and be part of the photo. I think we'll also have the invited guests that are near, Owishibakokino, Mali. Our guests will kindly request you to march forward. The DHO, the city mayor, I think all the invited guests can come further. Dr. Julian, where are you? You're part of this? Yes, on behalf of the pediatric department. Some members of the senior management team, Kitovu Hospital. I hope the photographer is still okay. I think he can handle the numbers. They can handle the numbers. I see there are many of them. Someone from UPMB, I think, yes. Yes. Dr. Stella, Mr. Photo.